Built-up necklines are necklines that extend upwards beyond the neck and are cut as part of the bodice pattern. And on the other hand, a princess dart is a combination of two or more darts connected to achieve a particular style. So in today's video guys, I will be showing you how to make a built-up neckline pattern with a princess dart. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bolaji and this is Regi School of Fashion. Consider subscribing to this channel for regular updates. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to keep watching ads on my videos as usual. With that being said, let's get started. In drafting a built-up neckline pattern with a princess dart, I will start with the back panel. As you can see, I have my pattern paper laid on the table and I have all my vertical lines drafted out and properly labeled, so which I will be explaining step by step. From the top of my pattern paper to this point, I left 4 inches, which is going to be used for the built-up neckline. So this line is my starting point line. Then from the starting point to this line is my chest level, and this is the bust level, the empire level, the waist level, the hip level, and the top length. The hip level is different from the top length, but this depends on you. You can either make the hip level your top length or subtract from the hip level if you don't want it to be too long. So I subtracted 1 inch from the hip level in order to make this the top length. Then from the center of my back pattern, I measured 1 inch inward, which is going to be my zipper allowance. So the straight line, which is the first line I drafted with marker downward, is my center back line, and this part, which is a little bit curvy, is the zipper allowance. So every measurement I will be taking horizontally will be taken from the center back line. So this part is my zipper allowance, which I've already shaped, as you can see. So guys, I want to recommend a video for you, which is how to make a Queen Anne neckline with a built-up neckline. If you want to learn how to combine the two necklines together, I have a well-detailed tutorial on that, how to make a Queen Anne neckline together with a built-up neckline at the back. Kindly check the description area below for the link to the video. So moving forward guys, after drawing out the vertical lines and properly labeled, I inserted half of the back measurement, which I have here. I came down by 1 inch. Then I used 3 inches as the neck width, which is the basic neck width measurement, which I used in constructing the shoulder line. And as you can see, my shoulder line is not on a straight line. Now, in combining a built-up neckline together with the princess dart, I will be working on the upper part first. The upper part comprises of the neckline and the armhole. So on the armhole line, I will get the midpoint. Then from the midpoint, I will come in by 0.75. Then I will come to the chest level, insert quarter of the bust circumference measurement I'm working with, plus ease of 0.5. And I have this, so I will cross this out, then to use this in constructing the armhole. Okay, so the armhole is set. Then I'll move to the construction of the neckline. In constructing the neckline, I have my neck width inserted already, which is 3 inches. So the 3 inches is okay for a built-up neckline, but if you don't want it to be too close, you can add half of an inch to this, but don't make it more than half of an inch. If you are drafting your pattern for a slim figure, you can reduce this by half of an inch. But if you are drafting your pattern for a robust figure, that is when you can add to the basic neck width of 3 inches. But as for me, I will stick to the 3 inches point. Okay, then from this point I will measure 2 inches upward. Then I'll come to the center back and measure 2 inches as well. I'm using the 1 inch point on my measuring tape as a starting point. So here I will mark 3 inches. So but I will have 2 inches in total. Then I will connect the 2 points together on a straight line. Okay, then I will insert the exact 3 inches I have here in order to have a straight line upward. So here I will place my 3 inches, then take it up like so. So after measuring my 2 inches upward from this point, which is the neck width point and the center back, then I will take this side downward by half of an inch. Then I will reconnect with my curve ruler from the half of an inch point to the center back. This can either be connected this way or this way. It all depends on you. You can either connect this way or in an opposite direction, but as for me, I prefer shaping mine like so. Okay, then I'll come to this side and also reshape that point. So moving forward, guys, the next step is to take the measurement I have from the armhole point, following the shoulder slope upward up to the half of an inch point. I will take the measurements and note it down because I will be using it in drafting the front. So guys, we are done with the construction of our built-up neckline. Then the next step is to plot our dart. In plotting the darts, this has to be done on the waist level, and the bust span measurement is required. The bust span measurement is the measurement taken from one nipple to another, and for the measurement I'm working with, this is 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches divided by 2 gives me 3.75. So from the center back line, I will take the measurement of 3.75 towards this side, and because I started taking my measurement from the 1 inch point, what I will be marking on my measuring tape will be 4.75, so which will give me exactly 3.75. So after marking out my bust span, then I will measure out the dart intake. So the dart intake will be 1 inch because this is the back panel. So back panel does not require much of that. So from the bust span point, I will measure 1 inch forward, then get the mid point, which is here. Okay, then I'll come to the chest level and insert the same bust span measurement, which is 3.75. Then I'll connect this point to the mid dart I have on the waist level using my straight ruler. Okay, then from the chest level I will measure 1 inch below, so downward like so. I will mark it, then I will connect this point to the 2 darts I have on both sides. Okay, then I have this, and because we are making a princess dart, and a princess dart is a connection of 2 or more darts, so which means from the waist dart has to be connected to other darts, which can either be the mid shoulder, the side, the French dart, the center front dart, or center back dart, or the mid armhole. But in my own case, I want this to be connection from the waist dart to the mid armhole. So I will be taking the measurement of the armhole. I will get the midpoint. After getting the midpoint, then I will connect to the chest level. After measuring out the armhole, the value I got was 9.5, and the midpoint of 9.5 is 4.75, which is a point here. So after getting the midpoint, I will just take my hip curve ruler, then use this in connecting to the dart point here. So I'll just make a slight curve downward to the dart point. So guys, now I have my dart connected to the mid armhole, as you can see. So much of curve is not needed on the back armhole in order to avoid unnecessary excess. Now I will be going downward to connect my dart to the top length. In connecting my dart to the top length, I will confirm the measurement I have from the center back to the mid dart, and I will insert the same measurement on the hip level. So here I have 4.75. So I will take this to the hip level and insert the exact measurement. Okay, then on the hip level I will take 2 inches upward, and I'll connect the 2 inches point to the 2 darts I have on both sides. Moving forward guys, we have our dart plotted, as you can see. So the next step is to construct the side seam. In constructing the side seam, I will be inserting my horizontal measurements. Horizontal measurements are measurements taken in circumference. I have the bust circumference measurement inserted on the chest level already, so I don't need any measurements on the bust level. So I'll just come to the empire level. I will insert quarter of the empire level measurement. Empire level is under the bust measurement, so I will insert quarter of this measurement on this line. Then I will take my dart intake. I will get the value, which is 0.625. I will add it to the measurement and add ease of 0.25. Much of ease is not needed on the empire level, and I will repeat the same process on the waist level. I will insert quarter of the waist level measurement plus my dart intake of 1 inch and half of an inch of ease. Also on the hip level, I will insert quarter of the hip circumference measurement. No ease is needed on this point because that is where the top is stopping. Quarter of the hip circumference measurement, and that is all. So no dart intake falls on the hip level. So after doing this, then I will show you how to connect the points together. Guys, now I have my horizontal measurement marked out as I said earlier. So now I will be showing you how to connect all the points together in order to construct the side seam. Here I have the bust measurement on the chest level. On the empire level, I have the quarter of the empire circumference measurement plus the dart intake and quarter of an inch for ease. On the waist level as well, I have the rim measurement, that is quarter of the waist circumference measurement. I added my dart intake, then I returned the 1 inch I took on the zipper allowance. So the 1 inch I cut off here, I return it back to the side. Then I added quarter of an inch as is, and on the hip level I added quarter of the hip circumference measurement. Then I will be connecting from the chest level to the empire level using my very firm curve. Then I will move this to the waist level, and I will connect from the empire level to the waist level. Then connection from the waist level to the hip level required the hip curve ruler. Then on the center back, I took this upward by 1 inch in order to eradicate the zipper bulge completely. Then I will be connecting the 1 inch point to the side of the top length. So with this, the hem line of my top is not going to be on a straight line. So all these are no more the hem line. So here is a new hem line.